3, 2, 1, go!
And on the Blue Alliance, we see Bread first to score, placing the cone they have with them, and racing back for one cube, getting it in the upper row, and grabbing another on their way back, and placing it in the middle. And looks like they make it onto their charging station. Not quite level at the end of Autonomous, but still an impressive showing. Red Alliance, however, not to be outdone, hangs on to a 7-point lead as it stands. Looks like all three of the robots started Autonomous by scoring, and now we see both Apes of Wrath and Buchanan Bird Brains across field at their loading zone, and each of them coming back with a cube. And it looks like they're making their way around some defense from Jump Robotics as they do so. And meanwhile on blue, it is Bread who is responsible for much of the game piece scoring. Quickly depositing that cone into the upper row. And once again, as we see the Red Alliance robots doing as well, over to the loading zone and quickly back with another. Red Alliance is hanging on to a lead, although it is narrower. It looks like we have the same two Red Alliance robots once again, Buchanan Bird Brains and Apes of Wrath, getting more of those scoring cycles in place. It seems like both of them are working exclusively on cubes at the moment. It is their alliance partner, the Breaker Bots, who have been working on placing some cubes in that bottom row. And with just over a minute left to go, our match is absolutely neck and neck, just 5 points separating our alliances right now. And we see Bread first making some room at their grid and then depositing a cube in the upper row. And they're back over at their loading zone, coming back with a cone this time. And meanwhile, alliance partners Jump Robotics, they have switched their efforts from defense to preparing ahead of time for the end game by making their way onto their charging station. And as it stands, holding it down is a nice ramp. And with just over 30 seconds left to go, Red Alliance has no such thoughts just yet. So it looks like all three Red Alliance robots are still working on that game piece scoring. Buchanan Bird Brains running into Bread as they race back towards their home side of the field. However, they are able to score that cone if they're able to get lined up. And with 15 seconds left, their alliance partners on red, lining up on that red charging station, trying to leave a space. And blue, meanwhile, has both Jump Robotics and Bread in place. And Red Alliance, in the final 3 seconds, in 2 seconds, they managed to get all three Red Alliance robots onto that charging station. Match by a score of 134 to 110. Red Alliance coming away with 4 out of 4 ranking points, Blue Alliance taking 2. And that's enough to send both Apes of Wrath and Breaker Bots up in the ranks, and Bread on the Blue Alliance falls to rank 2.